for today's video, we are doing something pretty simple. I'm going to be opening up some Pokemon cards, but because I cannot help myself, I have to include some journal stuff. I'm sorry, it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory of my life. I love journaling, I love Pokemon, so I have to combine the two. So, while we are talking about journaling and maybe some journaling prompts for self-love, because it is a month of love, and honestly, this can go beyond the month of love. This should be like any time of the year. You should be doing some self-love work. So I'm going to be giving you some journaling prompts while we're opening up Pokemon cards to see if I can add them to either of the binders. That was actually very heavy, so I'm surprised and proud of myself for lifting that. All right, my adorable moonbeams, let us get right into this because I know this is what you're here for. You guys just want to see the Pokemon openings. I get it. I'm totally fine with that. But just know, while you're getting the Pokemon openings, you're going to get some recommendations for journal prompts because over the last couple of years, I've gotten really big into journaling, and it is something that I do probably more than I should. But I greatly enjoy it, so I will not complain. All right, let's get into this little Rotom V box. Here's that code card for those of you that would like it. And we have Lost Origin, Fusion Strike, Chilling Rain, and Chilling Rain. So we'll save Fusion Strike for last. Let's see what we can get. I'm gonna put this over by the face cam, but okay, so while we're talking journaling, I don't know if you are into journaling, if it's something that you're interested in. Maybe you've thought about it in the past but don't know where to start. I get it. I've been there. That's half the fun, is starting a new journey. Honestly, just like Pokemon, we are going on a journey. You do the same with journaling. See? I mean, it kind of combines, honestly, if you think about it. So when I started journaling, I started doing something very simple. We got a greeting. I would go about a very simplistic 3 things I am grateful for every day. Super simple, super easy. Don't have to give it too much thought. The one thing that I always had to remind myself, no repeats. You can't use the same journal prompt or the same gratitude prompt more than once. So once you get through like the first week or so, now it becomes a little bit more challenging and you're like, this isn't fun anymore because I have to actually work for my answers. So after that, you move on to different journaling prompts. Maybe after that, you discover goals. Goals are always good. Never be something that you should step away from. Those are always fantastic. But with goals, a lot more thought, a lot more practice put into those because you have to plan those out and you have to attain them. So a lot more work goes into that one. So maybe not for you. There's the rest of that pack. But what if you just kind of tracked day to day, like tasks? You could put that in your phone. Very easy. Honestly, any of this you could put in your phone. But maybe you track your daily tasks. Fantastic. You get your tasks done. You start adding in little tasks that you've already done just to get that little, what do they call it? That melatonin, or not melatonin, serotonin. Melatonin puts you to sleep. Serotonin, that little dose of serotonin gets you like that happy energy. You're like, yes, I completed something, even though like you kind of cheated the system. I'm not gonna tell on you. It's totally fine. Everybody does it. But then you're like, okay, well, what else is there to journal about? We're not doing the gratitude journals. We're not doing the goals journals. We're still continuing to do the to-do list because it is very helpful. What can we do? Well, here's an option. Have you thought about doing self-love journaling? That, honestly, got a Veruzian. Very nice. It's one of the journals I enjoy the most because then you really get to have that extra reminder to love yourself. Maybe on those times that it doesn't feel so easy. And now, Moonbeams, I promise you, we've all been there. We all go through those phases where we don't talk too kindly to ourselves. I mean, really, when you think about it, our biggest critic is ourselves. And it is something that is very understandable. Everybody goes through it. Sometimes it's like it's built into us. And it is very hard to change. But it can be changed. And so with a couple of these little journal prompts that I'm gonna give you, if you wanna give it a try, let me know. You don't have to put your answers in the comments, but you are more than welcome to. Because when you're doing these self-love journaling prompts, this is just a reminder that your relationship with yourself is the most important. So I found a lot of these journal prompts on a website called sumitaseeks.com. Fantastic website. I'm probably gonna dig deeper into all the stuff that she has on there. The website definitely encourages as a means to uncover deeper layers of yourself, self-compassion, personal growth, like all those things that we need to keep building ourselves up. So one of the first things that you could ask yourself is, what do you love most about yourself? Sounds pretty simple. So make a list of all the traits that you love about yourself, your strengths, your traits, your talents. And that would be fantastic on those days that you're kind of not thinking so greatly of yourself. So just revisit that page once you've got it done. Doesn't have to be like a book. You can make it like a paragraph, something simple, just like little reminders of the things that you love about yourself. You got a tapu bulu. There's that code card. So what do you love about yourself? Another thing, if that is not something that you're interested in, what if you write a prompt about a failure in your life and what did you learn from it? All of us have like those pretty big failures that like definitely trap us in our own mind for quite a while, but you have to look at that failure as a learning point, because that definitely, I've been there, I've done that. Oh, we got an okie dokie. Definitely gone through that where I had a failure so large, it completely toppled my whole existence for a while. I get it, I've been there. But because it's been a couple years, it's been a lot of years, it's been quite a long time since that happened, I've had a chance to kind of go back and review and figure out, you know, what were the benefits of that big failure? Or that big mistake, whatever it was. Because then you look back on this and you say, how did this experience make you better? Because I promise you, once you have that time away, like that time apart from when it happened, and you revisit that, you realize all of these things that changed, that made you who you are today, that you may have taken for granted at the time, but you're now going back to look at this with wider eyes, more learned eyes. You've grown as a person after this mistake or failure and become something better. So we've all had the failures or mistakes. What did you learn from it? Because I promise you there was something to learn. And if you're not ready for that, maybe just look at a trait or habit that you're wanting to change. Is there a trait or habit that you currently have that you're like, maybe that's not benefiting me as well as it should? So look at this. We're getting all the Eevees today. I love it. So look at those and try to maybe help yourself come up with some strategies to strengthen new traits or new habits to work on. Because you know what? Life is a journey. Ooh, we got that Kingdra EX. Life is a journey. And you know what? If we're not learning and taking as much advantage of that as we can, what are we living for? Come on. There's always something bigger and better to see on the horizon, I promise. It might seem dark and dull right now, but you're doing everything just fine. This is a whole new phase for you. Look at it that way. You're in a new phase. Doesn't mean you are less than. You are still whole. You're just going through a new phase, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'll give you one more journaling prompt as we're finishing this up. We've only got 2 more packs to go, this one and another Surging Sparks. I'm gonna encourage you to write about a goal that you are currently working on. What have you achieved so far? No matter how small, I wanna know about it. I promise everything you're doing is worth something. Just because you don't see the change right now, doesn't mean nothing's happening. Oh, look at the Oricorio. And we got an Iron Crown. There's that code card. Everything that we do in our days is for the benefit of you. Honestly, everything that you do, it makes a small lasting change. Whether you see it today or 2 years from now, there is a little something that changes a little bit in you every single day, and I think that's amazing. I think it's beautiful. It's one of those things that you look back on and go, hey, I made it through that time and I did really good, and I am very proud of myself. And you know what? You should be, and I am proud of you. You've made it this far. You have made it through 100% of those difficult challenges that you didn't think you were gonna make it through. Your track record is 100% Moonbeam, and that is awesome. And we got a Palkia. All right, there's that code card. And these are the 2 cards that we pulled today. I think we did pretty good. It was a very short, very fun, very sweet little pack opening, and I enjoyed it. And for those of you that have always wondered and want to know what kind of journaling I do, I make it pretty simple. I just do a cover sheet. I do a quote every month. I have a month at a glance dashboards. I have a habit tracker that I like to keep track of. See, you get it. I do a really simple weekly plan, like so I can just put down what I need to do. And then at the end of the month, I go through a monthly review. So I cover the month in a few words, what I'm grateful for, any new music I discovered, any difficulties, what successes did I have, what did I learn, and any plans I have for the following month. So if this is something you enjoy and you want to see more of, definitely leave your comments down below. Don't forget, I now have memberships open on my channel. I am so excited about that. The more followers we get, the more emojis I can add, and I'm so excited to put more moon emojis, maybe some more Eevee emojis into my memberships. I also have that Discord if you want to hang out. Show me your adorable baby puppies and your kitties and your feathered friends, your scaled friends, whatever you got. I want to see them. I love it. Moonbeams, that is all I've got for today. And always remember, just like the moon, we go through phases, but we are still whole. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!